Queta on the rim.
Oh, the dream!
Nevi Queta had 22 points in the first half. He finishes with 24 to go with 10 rebounds. And he was leading the way when the Celtics had that 23-point lead at the break. They end up winning this game by 11. Wizards making it, I don't want to say interesting, but they chipped away there towards the end. It was 111-100, your final score. Celtics postgame live. Tom Giles, Chris Forsberg, Eddie House. Eddie, I'll start with you. Celtics able to get the win, get some more run here from some of their starters. Jayson Tatum playing his season high, 32 minutes. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts were, I never was spooked. I don't know if did you guys ever get spooked at any moment in this game? Like, oh, the Wizards might actually beat us. I never felt like that.
No.
I felt like we were in control of this game, the whole game. I thought Queta came out. He set a great tone in the interior, attacking in the paint and things like that, and putting a lot of pressure on their interior defense. But we had 6 guys in double figures. We hit that magic number again. We got 29 assists. We're a damn good basketball team when we get 25. We're a winning basketball team when we get 25 or more assists. And it's good to see us on this side of the winning of the column. Not the L, but the W.
Going from the intensity of an OKC and San Antonio to the Wizards is pretty jarring. And so I can kind of understand why maybe they weren't as locked in and as focused as they might have been previously. But as Eddie said, you get a win. If you're going to, Giles, you said it before you came up, if you're going to waste the 25% shooting beyond the three-point arc, did they even get above that? This was the night to do it because you survived it. They had decent energy early. They felt like they were invigorated trying to feed Nemi. They were all over the offensive glass. You build a big lead and put it on cruise control. If nothing else, Jayson Tatum getting 32 minutes, looking in spurts again, like the Jayson Tatum that we know, is super encouraging, and every game matters for him regardless of how pretty it was. And that second half was pretty brutal.
12 of 46 is what they finished from three, the Celtics. If you're going to do that, you might as well do that against the Washington Wizards, as the Celtics were able to get plenty of production from the paint as they did throughout the night. You brought up Jayson Tatum to 32 minutes. He also had 20 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, and he's standing by with Abby Chin.
Jayson, second game back inside TD Garden. Did this one feel a little more normal?
It definitely felt way more normal than the first night. Once I kind of get into a routine of like preparing for the game and going through all the shoot around and stuff, it comes back a little quicker.
Every game brings new challenges. Joe had to bring you guys back in that fourth quarter. How was that group able to come together and close out this game?
Just staying with it. It's a long season. We got back at 5:30 in the morning the other night. And just understanding, the last game they played against Orlando, they were down double digits and going to the fourth and took it to overtime. So just understand they're a young team, but they play hard. They fight to the end. And just knowing that.
Where are you in the process of finding your way, being yourself, but also fitting back in with this group?
I think each game I find more and more moments where not necessarily like scoring the ball, just making plays, making reads, exploding, reacting, that I just feel more and more comfortable in. I'm just trying to, get more comfortable and feel a little bit better every game.
You're making it look seamless, Jayson. Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, we got Drew and Scal standing by now at TD Garden as well. Jayson Tatum, by the way, 11.6 rebounds in that third quarter. Your thoughts tonight, fellas, on the Celtics getting the 11-point win?
Well, I think Giles in the fourth quarter and some of that third quarter probably will not leave a good taste in your mouth as a Celtics fan. I know Joe was probably not super jazzed about how that went, but at the beginning of the game, Scal, I think Tatum probably looked the best he has all season.
Yeah, I think across the board, if you look at the game, they weren't guarding Neemias Queta. So think about going into this. They're going to leave Queta wide open. They're trying to take away Tatum, trying to take away Brown, trying to take away White. And all that led to just a lot of easy baskets for us. I think with Tatum back, it just the roster, the lineups, the offense, the defense, everything just looks like a notch better. So good to have him back. And I think that he's trending towards, like you said, probably the best sort of all-complete game that we've seen from him.
Yeah, and he got that day off in Oklahoma City, so that helped. He did look fresh today. How do you explain explain what happened in the fourth quarter?
I mean, I don't know if people are going to like this or not, but at the beginning of the game, they could throw the ball to Kata every possession. Then as it goes along, I think players, they play against Washington. I think they want to get like a standard, maybe get some numbers. I'm not calling it selfish play because there's a mindset you have to have as an elite player. You have to say like, all right, I know they're doing this to me, but this game we're going to win. I want to make sure I can get my 20. Maybe I'm not going for 30, but I can force the issue a little bit. And that stuff can get twisted up really easy. In my opinion, they could give the ball to Kata every possession. Kata could have had 50 today, unless Washington adjusts. But on a night like tonight, when they're up by 30, I think guys in their mind are like, you know what, let me make a few shots. And Washington kind of thrived off of that.
Yeah, they got out and they ran. They won the third quarter by 2 and the fourth quarter by 10. That's how you end up with an 11-point win after you led the game by 30 at one point. But it is nice for the Celtics to get back on the winning side. Hopefully they can parlay this into a little win streak here, Giles. But, I'm sure you talked about this pregame, Tom, because this is like right up your alley. But biggest spread of the season in an NBA game, is that right?
That is right. That's right. It's also the biggest spread the Celtics have had as a team.
So what, over 20, Tom?
Yeah, 20.5 is what we closed in at. 20.5.
It's a large number. It's a large number.
You could tell people were squirming in their seats. They did not like that.
Perfect outcome for the Wizards. They covered and lost.
That's true. That's true. Wizards, 50th loss of the season for them. 50. I don't know what their win total was preseason, but I can't imagine they're going to get there.
It's 50. It's 50, not 50. 50.
All right. And it's fitting that's how we're going to finish this. Scal, Drew. 111, 110. 11.1 for the Celtics.com. And it was the second quarter, specifically that 22-2 run. The Celtics went on to take a 48-29 lead. Keeping in mind that the Wizards they actually had a lead late in the first quarter. And then the Celtics went on a massive run and ended up outscoring Washington 35-14 in that second quarter to take a 64-41 lead into the half. Woo. A lot of it was Derek White and the bench guys. The starters carried it over, but Derek White and that bench unit got it going.
A lot of Nimi in this film.
Yeah, Eddie and I talked about this a little bit at halftime, Chris. What did you see from the second quarter?
Yeah, so I think Scal nailed it, right? Like it felt like they came in and they said, we're just going to force feed Nimi. They're not going to defend him, and he's going to get a ton of good looks. And he was super aggressive early on, building that. And like you are sitting there going, is he going to put up some crazy number, some sort of outlandish scoring number? And I love that he gets that opportunity. He had that one big game, Philly, I think it was, where he went off, and we were all talking about, what does his next contract look like? And the hype train was off the rails. And he's come back to earth a little bit in this stretch as they've kind of settled in and played some of the better teams. So probably good for Nimi's confidence to get back out there and get all that opportunity. And again, on a game like this where you just need a little energy, a guy like Nimi can sort of be that guy and be a focal point and just chase rebounds and make good things happen. So good thing he was there, because if they don't push that lead out early, maybe they never quite settle in. But that second quarter, he was, and really from the jump, Nimi was dominant.
He was dominant, but I thought other guys came in as well on top of that and definitely contributed to that second quarter, 35-14. And that's not just we were scoring, we were getting stops. And we